Welcome everybody to our YOLO International Fast Track to Sales Coordinator, because as we know, that's the foundational position with our business, is really getting everyone to that highest commission structure as quickly as possible. So we have amazing people who have done that and helped others to duplicate that in their business. And we have, you're hearing from people around the world today, super excited because this beautiful lady, Daniela Morandinis, I think I got it. She's a PMD with the Juice Plus company, which, as you know, here in the United States, we just go up to national marketing directors, but then in Europe, they get to have all these cool roles such as PMDs. So before Juice Plus, she was a tourist assistant, and her dream was traveling around the world. After her last season in, where were you?
Mallorca, Spain.
Mallorca. In Spain, she went back home looking for another job. Then a friend invited her to an event. We were just talking about the importance of events, and not just one or two events, but events all the time. And she went back, and that's where she went and started her new adventure with this amazing Juice Plus mission. She wanted to jump out of the box, but didn't know how, and then saw that there was an opportunity for normal people doing extraordinary things, like all of you that are on the line. And she started with all of her focus. I think that everybody can hear the common denominator that happens with success in this business is really saying yes, right? And going all out, putting your, as I say, putting your goggles on and swimming, right? You got to stay focused. And her record was 180 customers in 1 month. Let's just hear that again, 180 customers in 1 month. So pretty amazing. After 10 months, she hit PMD position with 12 Club. She realized the many dreams, and 1 year into her life changed. And now after 3 years, she is 100 Club. Pretty amazing. And she is close to 200 Club, and she's living the life of her dreams. So we're talking literally all out, massive action focused 3 years. We always talk about how 3 to 5 years can really change your life, and with that focus. And so you are an amazing example of that, Daniela, especially a new version of that. You know, I started 10 years ago with the business. So I'm excited for everybody to see how now is the best time ever to really get going with your business and give them some golden nuggets. I'm sure they're going to hear, you know, a lot of the things that are consistent reminders of what we need to do to grow this business, especially to get people to sales coordinator and to help duplicate that sales coordinator. Because I know a big thing with you guys, it's all about duplication, and not just 1 or 2 levels, but I see it 5, 6, 10 levels down, according to Jeff. With, you know, I know that your upline has been amazing. It makes you, Palomauchi has been amazing at really sharing that. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to you, and then we'll come back.
Thank you, Lauren. Yes. You told it. It's the best time to start it. So I'm very honored that you all are here to hear from me, and I hope that my story can inspire you today. So I'm Daniela Morandini. I come from Italy. So as you can listen to me, I don't speak very well English. So I come from Italy, but I will try to do it and share my story with you. I started this business 3 years ago, and after my studies in Italy and France, I was looking for a job that satisfied me, and I started in a company as secretary. I stayed there 1 year, and then I left the job because I was not happy there. So I wanted to travel the world and work abroad. I started to accept seasonal jobs as tourist assistant. I worked in Brazil, USA, and Spain, and my last season was in Mallorca. I love traveling, so for me it was the best way to travel around the world, but I couldn't travel as I wanted. I work like 15 hours a day, and I earned €650 a month, and I've never seen the place where I was. So working in another country was a dream for me, but that was definitely a nightmare. And I have to tell you that those jobs teach me a lot about problem solving and hard work. And there I met my best friends. So I'm really, really grateful for that. But after my last season in Mallorca, I felt frustrated because I went home and I was always there looking for another job. I needed to jump out of the box and the nightmare and to change something in my life. And in that moment, a friend of mine invited me to an event that it was a boot camp, and the events are very, very important. You have to go to all the events. And then I decided to go. There I saw ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and I thought, I want to do the same. And I didn't know how to start but I wanted to start, and I saw that opportunity, and that opportunity could change my life. And I tell you a nice and strange story. My upline at that event invited me in Las Vegas for the GoPro Recruiting Mastery, and the event in Las Vegas was 2 days after the bootcamp. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anything about network marketing. So I had no money. I had just 700 euro in my bank account. So I told Serena, that was my upline, if the flight costs less than 700 euro, I can come. If not, I can't. But you know what? The flight costed 699 euro. So there I decided to go all in and take that flight, and the universe wanted to change my life. So I decided to take that opportunity, and I started to live this dream with the Juice Plus company and the Unstoppable Generation. So at the first GoPro recruiting event, I had no customers, no team. I didn't know anything about network marketing. And at the second one in Manchester, I was PMD Club 12. So after 11 months, and my life changed a lot. And an event changed my life. My life completely changed, and many things changed in my life that have been the best 11 months of my life, I think. And I feel so grateful for that. I started to travel and visit Europe and USA. I went everywhere during these 11 months. And sometimes right now I leave and stay away 1 month or more, working from everywhere, and then I come back whenever I want. So the most important thing is that I had and I have a mission that is inspiring other people to do the same, and that makes me feel satisfied. So I wake up and I smile and happy, and I go to bed and I'm satisfied of what I'm doing during the day. So everybody asks me, how could you do PMD in 10 months? What is your secret? But guys, I have no secret. The secret is doing massive actions. Even if you are scared, even if you are insecure, even if you are not believing in yourself, just do massive actions. That's the secret. And I want to be honest with you, to make so many customers, because there was some months where I made like 150, 180 customers. The month where I hit the PMD position, I made like 180 customers alone. I was very, very focused, and I was often on my phone, working all the time. But now I can tell you that it was worth it, and I would do it thousands of times. So I remember that at the beginning, my family didn't believe in me, and everybody and my friends were against me. I'm always been the second one in my family compared to my sister, for example, who was an athlete, a TV host, and she realized many, many things in her lives. But here I had an opportunity finally to realize my dreams and to realize more in my life. And when she told me, my sister told me at the beginning, you'll never be successful in this business, I took that sentence very bad and I cried a lot. But then I used that to have more energy, and I decided to do it 100% with all my focus, doing massive actions. and starting to think that I deserved it. So I've always been blocked by what people thought about me. And when I've been judged for what I was doing, and I think it's something that happens sometimes at the beginning of this business, at the beginning I cried a lot and I was starting to believe in their dreams and not in mine. But then I focused on my pain. I thought about my life before Juice Plus and how bad I wanted to change it. And there I took that energy and I did IMD, EMD, PMD in 3 months. And it's possible for everybody. It's not about doing it, doing IMD, EMD, PMD in 3 months. You don't have to do it, but it's possible because we have to change thoughts. And when someone judges us or criticizes us, we don't have to be sad on to cry, but we have to take that energy to do more. So I did it, and I didn't start this business for money. Money have been a consequence. I started this business because I wanted to be free, to travel, to be satisfied of myself, to inspire people, and to be part of something big, and to give more and to get more from life. So I wanted to change my life. I was stuck in that situation that I needed to jump off that box and have more in my life. My why made me wake up every day early in the morning and give my best until midnight or more. The why is very important. As Jeff Roberti say, your why had to make you cry. So my pain, my feelings about my situation before Juice Plus make me wake up every day early in the morning and focus on doing massive action. So if I felt that one day I didn't want to chat or to talk to somebody or something, I thought about my why and I found the motivation to do it. So I've been always focused on the 24 hours ahead in a day and not in the month. And yes, my why right now is seeing my team realizing the dream. So of course, so it's different. The why changes every day.
Awesome. So I love everything that you said. You're still talking, right? I just wanted to just go and recap so much that she says. It's so funny that you said that because I did some leverage on myself too. When you said if it costs less than $700, then I'll go. So I did the same thing with, I went and bought a car, and I said the car payment was $735. And I'm like, oh my God, I better make more than $735. And my first check was $735.34. Right. So it was like you said, I got goosebumps when you said that the universe is giving you a clue that the universe really wants you to do this. Right. I still, every time that's my favorite line, actually, thing I've ever heard is just, we get these taps, right? And we need to listen to those little messages that are happening. I remember when you came to the GoPro event, but what I think there was a huge group of you guys, right? Like almost 100 of you that came to the event. And so what was it? What put that hunger in your belly? Like you said, like if people could see what we see, down the road, right? It's worth it, but you've got to hunker down, right? I don't know if that you've got to just focus. What got you so laser focused? Was it that you had seen the results with everybody else? Was it, yes, seeing the results that were happening for people, but what do you think was the difference? Because there's a lot of people, you talked about events, the power of events, but what do you think is the difference that makes the difference for you? What do you think that it really is? Because a lot of people are going to go, oh, the Italians, it's different over there in Italy, or they say that about Australia, or they say that. We know that that's not the case. We know the difference is this, right? So was it that you were just sick and tired of being sick and tired? Was it you knew that if you just put massive focus on it for for 6 months, was it a 90-day game plan? What do you think that it is? Because there's a lot of people that are on the line that have either just started or might be stuck at a position. What do you think that it was?
I think at the first GoPro recruiting event, we were like 5 people because I was with Paolo and the twins, So we were like 5, 6 people, and I didn't understand everything about, because the English was it was completely different. So I studied English, but not those words. But I felt the energy. I was listening to these people, and how much excited they were. So I was listening to them, and I was like, wow, they are always smiling, they are happy, they are excited, they have energy, they are realizing more in their lives. And I was thinking about my jobs, and I was thinking, I never seen anybody that was happy. He was happy doing that job. And I felt the energy in the room, and I didn't understand everything, but you don't need to understand every word. But I understood some sentences, and the energy, the excitement. They were happy, and I had vision, because there were people like Jeff Roberti, Alton Bucks, and many people who realized many things in their lives, and they were ordinary people. So I didn't understand everything, but I was so excited. I saw that it was possible, that network marketing was a profession, that I could do it, because many people before me did it. So I think that the GoPro recruiting event has been the best event ever. I went to all those events. So over there in Vegas, I had the vision. I've been inspired by the stories of people who did it before me. So I've been inspired, and I thought, I think that I can do the same. I just have to do massive actions. I have to go all in, because the universe wanted me to be here today. So it's not about sign up with Juice Plus. It's about to give my best 100% every day and realize my dreams, because if it's possible for them, it's possible for me.
So I love it. Sorry, my dog's barking. But so what you really realized was it wasn't even about the company. It was about you giving your very best, and whatever you were going to give your focus to, you were going to do great at it, right? So we have about 6. You're so cute. I actually wasn't at that event. It's interesting. So you were at that event where there were just a few people, and then the next year is when you guys came back and brought the 100 people. So that was the event, right? And I think we had almost 500 people that were at that event from Juice Plus. And the event actually is coming up here next week here in the U.S. Another reason why I can't come over to Rome, but it's true. There's going to be, other speakers there and sharing about it from all different industries, just to show. But I think that I don't know about you, but when you hear Jeff speak, and you can see what's a little bit different about our company, right? Like I remember Jeff sharing, when Eric asked him, he goes, what do you think makes you different? And Jeff says, I picked one horse and I rode it. This is his 30th year with Juice Plus. So we're so lucky, because there's so many other people that go in and they like jump from company to company. But our company, we have such great leadership and, such great support around the world that people are lifers with this company. So what do you see for the future for you 5 years from now? And what would you say to these people who say, that are on the line right now, are going to listen to it and say, well, I'll do it if I have time, or when I have time, or I've talked to everybody, I don't know anybody else, or I'll do it later. What would you say to everybody? One, about your vision, because I'm sure you have a vision of what 5 years looks like for you. And then what would you say to these people who say, well, it's not worth the effort. I've already talked to everybody. I don't have time. I've already done those events. I've already tried everything. What would you say to them?
So my vision for the next five years, I want that all my team realize their dreams, because I want that everybody feels what I'm feeling right now. So I want that everybody hits the PMD position but realize their dreams. And yes, my vision is a house or many houses in Miami and change completely my life. So I I can already. Paolo Mici, for example, did it. So my vision is Paolo Mici's vision too, because my mentor right now. And yeah, this is my vision. Go everywhere. Have a house in Miami. See my team realizing their dreams and many other things. But what can I tell to people that
just like, it's, it takes a lot of work. It's not worth it. I've already tried everything. Is it events, whatever, that they don't really work. I've already tried them all. Or building a team, nobody listens. All the things that, the excuses that we've heard, maybe. And what would you say to those people that are on the line? They want to do this, but they just are doubting themselves, that they're doubting the power of events, or doubting that it works, or doubting something. There's some bit of doubt in them.
Okay, I want to tell you about my beginning, because at the beginning, the 10 first customers I made, they started with the product, and then they decided to stop. So they sent back all the products. So my first 10 customers, and at the beginning, I was thinking, okay, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not working for me. And then I started to change my thoughts. If it's to be, it's up to me. So in the GoPro recruiting event, I started to listen to these sentences. If it's to be, it's up to me. And Jeff Roberti told that. And I wanted to change my life. And I think you want to change your life. So give the best 1 year. Don't think about what's not happening, or if something is not working, or not tell yourself excuses. Just do massive actions. If you really want to change your life, do massive actions every day. Talk to people and make it happen, because it's up to us. And I started this business, and I didn't know how to do SDD. SDD has been the worst promotion ever. I couldn't do it. It was so difficult for me. But then I understood that I had to do simple things every day and become an expert at doing these simple things, like posting on my profile, talk to people, talking about the business, talking about the product, and I became an expert to do that. So I found the time to do it every day, focusing on the 24 hours, because I knew that all the work, all the hard work I did every day, it was worth it. And now I changed my life. So you have to set a goal, a goal like I want to do PMD, but focus on the goals every day. So today I want to make a customer. Today I want to make a distributor, and do it. And I think that it's the best time to do this business. It's the best time. I'm seeing so many people that are doing that. And one thing that I want to tell you is that right now I feel that if I gave up 3 years ago, my team would have never been here. So I see many people who every 10th of the month or every day tell me like, thank you, Daniela, for this opportunity. But if I gave up 3 years ago, the people would have never known Juice Plus. So don't give up. Don't tell excuses. Don't use excuses, and just do it. Just do it, because it's possible for everybody.
Awesome. It's so true. I was sharing with the team that I just got back from a wedding. I wasn't really super excited to jump on a plane, and be away from home again. But a big reason why I said yes to Juice Plus was a friend of mine, her daughter has a disease called spinal muscular atrophy. And I had seen a post that they put that her daughter kept going to the hospital every other week. And I told her about Juice Plus, and like I said, most kids don't live past the age of 3. And I just got back. My friend, she got married. Her daughter's now, 14 years old. And I'm like, wow, what if I wouldn't have told them about Juice Plus? You know, I mean, would she really even be here today? I mean, I don't know, you know, but I'd like to think that some small part, right, of me just opening my mouth and not getting scared of whether or not someone would say yes or not. And that's why, like you said, it's not thinking about you and like what really you want, but it's really thinking about everybody else and who you can help and who you can serve. So thank you. I'm very excited for you. I hope you have an amazing conference. Does anybody have any questions for this beautiful lady? And you speak English very well. So I am much better than my Italian. Let's just put it that way. So
no. Thank you, Lauren.
Anybody have any questions? Please give everybody our love. And I think you know some of our Italian team, Francesca and Sylvia and those guys. So please give them all some love from us. Does anybody have any questions for her? Anyone? A question, comment? Anyone?
I wanted Lauren to add something, because I think that everybody has obstacles during this journey. And during my journey, I had a bad moment where I was not focusing on the business, because it's normal. We are people, we are normal human beings. So, but I was focusing on external problems in my life and not in the business. So my business was flat for some months. I was afraid about not being enough. And you know what? There I understood that if we are not feeling good, our business doesn't grow. So we can't give the responsibility to other people, to our team, to our family. It's our responsibility. We can't change things that happen to us, but we can change the way we react to things that happen to us. So one day my best friend told me, you are not scared about you can't do, but about you can do. So I think that we are always blocked about what we can do. We are afraid about being too much. About being maybe talking on the stage or being too much, or I have success. We are scared about being successful. So we need to work constantly on ourselves, and we need to lose the focus and find it again. Sometimes we need that someone tells us that we'll deserve more, and then start to believe more in what we can do. So it's all about telling story. It's about going for it and not waiting for it. And because there is nothing to wait, you know, and it's about keeping and not reaching. So I think that during these 3 years, I have
a final question for you. What's something what's something that you're able to do now that you weren't able to do 3 years ago? What's something that you've been able to say yes
to? So I don't have a question, but I do have a comment after this.
Okay. Okay. What's something that you've been able to say yes to? Is it what's something that like you blew your mind that you're able to say yes to that you weren't able to say yes to 3 years ago? Something that totally blew your mind, has blown your mind.
I never believed in myself. So 3 years ago, I was like, I don't believe in myself. I know that I can't do anything in my life. I will never be successful. I won't ever talk on a stage or inspire people, for example. So right now, and I completely changed and I grow as person. And I'm doing things that I didn't accept before. I have a team of 2,000 people, and I'm following them every day, inspiring them, and being a leader. It's not easy. I never thought that I was able to do that before. So I completely changed as person, as leader, as in everything.
Awesome. And you had a question. Yes.
I did. Buongiorno, buonasera. Mi chiamo Alessandra. I'm not going to embarrass myself with my basic Italian. I just wanted to say, you have, in all of that, you have literally encompassed everything. I've just started this. You've encompassed everything that I've been feeling. And just to know that you felt that and you've got to where you are now, is really inspiring, and you've given me a lot of food for thought and positivity to work on. So thank you ever so much.
Awesome.
Like, that was amazing.
You just got to do the do. So, really, really, really do the do. So thank you so much, Daniela. It was awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.